And good evening. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We begin this evening with more on Nathan Van Wilkins, the man allegedly responsible for that mass shooting early Tuesday morning in downtown Tuscaloosa and another shooting earlier in the evening in Northport. As days go on, authorities are learning more about the motives in the case. As we have previously reported, the 44-year-old Wilkins is charged with 18 counts of attempted murder. Court documents show he is being represented by Joseph Van Heist, head of the Tuscaloosa County Public Defender's Office. Now moving on to the possible motives in the investigation. According to the Tuscaloosa Metro Homicide Sergeant Kip Hart, based on interviews, the Northport shooting appears to be a case of mistaken identity. Now Hart says Wilkins continued searching for that particular person when he went to the Copper Top bar and opened fire. Chris Johnson, a 24-year-old from Tuscaloosa, was one of the victims in Tuesday morning's shooting. Johnson was shot once in each foot and dislocated his arm while trying to flee the scene. He was released on Wednesday from the hospital, but still has a long road to recovery ahead of him. WVUA's Courtney Highfield has this story.
Chris Johnson says Monday night was like any other night. He went to hang out at the Copper Top bar with a few of his friends, and he wasn't planning on staying out long. One
of my buddies was at Copper Top, so he wanted me to stop by for a drink.
But his plan quickly changed.
And I was sitting on the patio, just finished my drink, about to leave, and that's when I heard one shot. And then around the corner, this guy came around the corner with an assault rifle and started shooting in the crowd. And I just immediately jumped over the fence and ran.
Johnson ran 3 blocks from Copper Top to the Bama Theater before looking down and realizing that he had been shot, one time in each foot.
The right one's not, it didn't actually, the bullet didn't stay in that one, but the left one, the bullet went in there and it shattered all my bones in my foot.
His injuries are affecting one of Johnson's favorite and most important aspects of his life, his ability to play the drums in his band.
We're starting a new band right now, and we're having to do a lot of practicing, and I'm having to miss a lot of practicing now because there's no way I can play until my feet are better.
But despite the tragedy, Johnson just feels lucky to be alive.
I don't know really how I didn't get hit anywhere else because the way he was just shooting in the crowd like that, I was only about 10 feet away from him. I can't believe that. I could have died easily, And it's definitely made me think about a lot of stuff and just want to, enjoy life better now that I could have died at, 24 years old.
Again, that was Courtney Highfield reporting. And on that same story, some good news. Copper Top Bar in Timerson Square is officially back open tonight. According to their Facebook page, the bar opened back up this afternoon at about 4 o'clock. Copper Top had been closed this Tuesday shooting. The bar management previously released a statement via Facebook expressing their deepest thoughts and prayers for those affected by the shootings. And now the latest on the homicide investigation in Northport. Court documents show the suspect, Christopher Patton, has waived his right to counsel. Now the 29-year-old Patton is charged with murder in connection with the death of 79-year-old Kenneth McDaniel. According to the Tuscaloosa County Sheriff's Office, McDaniel was found lying beside an air conditioning unit, beaten to death. A hearing date for Patton has not yet been set. At least 12 people are dead, dozens more injured after an attack at a packed movie theater in Colorado. Many of the victims thought the violence unfolding was all part of the Batman film, but quickly realized it was a real-life nightmare. The suspect is in custody right now, but the investigation into what provoked his attack is only just beginning. Sandra Endo reports from Colorado.
There is at least one person that's been shot, but they're saying there's hundreds of people just running around.
Chaos and panic following a shooting at a midnight showing of The Dark Knight Rises. Authorities say a man propped open an exit door to Theater 9 at this Aurora, Colorado cinema and threw in a smoke canister before allegedly unleashing a spray of gunfire on unsuspecting moviegoers.
All you hear is just gunfire left and right. Anytime somebody tried to just get up and run away, he would just shoot them. He didn't have a specific agenda. He was just shooting people left and right.
Medical responders say they had the infrastructure in place to deal with so many casualties at once because of another infamous Colorado shooting.
We learned some lessons from Columbine, so we were probably better prepared for that type of event than we were at that time.
Law enforcement sources identify the suspect as 24-year-old James Holmes. Officers searched his car and evacuated the apartment complex where he lives after the suspect allegedly made comments about explosives.
Our investigation determined that his apartment is booby-trapped with various incendiary and chemical devices, and apparent tripwires. It may be resolved in hours or days.
The president held a moment of silence and called for a day of prayer and reflection in memory of the victims.
It's the reminder that life is very fragile. Our time here is limited and it is precious.
Holmes could be in court as early as Monday. Federal law enforcement sources say the suspect colored his hair red and told police he was the Joker. Reporting from Aurora, Colorado, Sandra Endo for WVUA News.
Aurora Police Chief Dan Oates says the last of the 12 deceased victims for the midnight showing of a Batman movie were removed from the theater Friday afternoon. Oates says officers expect to get a confirmed list of the deceased and meet with their families Friday night. Back here in Tuscaloosa, the Cobb Theater is doing their best to make sure their customers feel safe when it comes to going to the movies. After the Colorado shootings, patrons still showed up at the Hollywood 16 Theater to watch their anticipated film on the big screen. From the looks of things, many people still turned out in crowds. The theater did have extra security on hand, which made moviegoers feel good.
It does make you feel good. There's security out here. Managers are out walking around, making sure people are where they're supposed to be and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, it's a good feeling knowing that you can go out and feel safe.
Officials with Cobb Hollywood 16 movie theater in Tuscaloosa are responding to the tragedy. COO Jeremy Wellman released a statement that says, in part, we are saddened by the news of the tragedy in Aurora, Colorado. As always, we take the safety and security and comfort of our guests and team members very seriously. As a precaution, we'll be adding additional security procedures at each location.